the possibility to revisit that matter. And we'll then engage with the chair of chairs for the approval, noting that it will be more difficult now that we're towards ending the period of our work. We've taken a decision also to visit the conduct and oversight on the VFS, and this initiative could not have been implemented given the challenges that the committee has confronted. And we've engaged with the team, the secretariat, to revisit this oversight as the decision of the committee, so that we're able to be clearer on the issues that we've identified during our visit to Home Affairs at the Permit Office. So we've requested the team to henceforth start with the preparation for this oversight towards the end of our term. We note that the bills, which is the consequential amendments and the marriage bills, the minister ought to update the committee on the process that's going to be engaged on in relation to what the cabinet ought to look at. And you know that the bills, when they are tabled before the committee, ought to be tabled in the parliament and referred to the portfolio committee for deliberation and for finalization for consideration. So we'll deal with this matter when the minister is in session. I think the deputy minister will also update on the process that's going to be engaged. We've liaised with the minister in terms of the agency of this matter. You know that when we closed the parliament rise, there was an undertaking to fast-track this executive bill for the committee to consider it. We'll note the development around the Pakistan arrest, as you know, all of us, and appreciate the good work that has been done by the security cluster and other related issues that accompanied this illegal transit into our country. We also note progress made since the joint portfolio committee of Home Affairs, Police, and Energy and Minerals that has conducted an oversight last year. There was a follow-up over the weekend, and the team officials of the Home Affairs have also joined the joint oversight, and we note the progress thus far on our part as the Home Affairs DG and team. We appreciate the good work. However, we've expressed concern on the late invitation to the portfolio committee, and we've since communicated with the secretary of the portfolio committee to liaise with the team. They will receive the letter of invite late, and members could not have able to attend the committee oversight. We'll now invite Mr. Matonsi to run on the apologies or notice, and also wish the Honorable Buthelezi a speedy recovery, as we know that it's not well, and also extend our collective belated 95th birthday wishes to him. Mr. Matonsi, can you reflect the agenda, and then we interact on the issues? And you render the apologies, introduce members. I'll also request the Deputy Minister to introduce his team, and also run on the presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair. The apologies that I receive is from the Minister of Home Affairs. I understand he's attending the Constitutional Court on the Electoral Amendment Bill. And then also there is a late arrival of Mr. Techana, who's also traveling, and Mr. Mukhale, who's also traveling. And then there's also an apology from Ms. van der Merwe. Those are the ones that I've received so far, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy Minister.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson, and greetings to all the members of the committee. And I hope we are going to be doing very well in this term. I would just like to introduce our team, starting from the team from the Department of Home Affairs, as led by Mr. Tommy Makode, the DG. We also have Mr. Sigama, who's the DDG Civic Services. We have Mr. Matthews, who's now the acting DDG for Immigration. We have the acting DDG for Ms. Tampane Mlife Sefanyatso, who is dealing with our human resources unit. From the government printing works, we have the CEO, Alina Fosi. We also have Mr. Ngubane and Mr. Kupen Moodley, both who are responsible for operations. That is the team we have today. We also have the team from the ministry, chief of staff, head of office, but these ones are from the department. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister. We note all the apologies that have been presented. Mr. Matonzi, is all who are in attendance being acknowledged?
Chairperson, we also have our legal service, Ms. van der Merwe. She was attending to listen to the briefing by the minister on the consequential amendment. So I'm sure she's going to leave. Then maybe, Chairperson, if you can ask Ms. Alina Fosi to also introduce the delegation. I think she has some consultants that are accompanying her who were working on the program that she has.
Okay, I think she has been introduced. She will introduce the team when they are presenting the report. I think the DM has sufficiently covered the accounting officers. Then they will introduce their team when they do the presentation. And thanks very much. If there's no any other, is the IEC in attendance, Mr. Matonzi?
We did invite them, but I don't see anyone in the meeting.
Okay, noted. Let's proceed, members. We'll now deal with the invite Deputy Minister on the item number 3 and item number 4. Deputy Minister.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson. Considering the volume of the presentation that we will have to go through, I will just suggest that we should straight to the presentation on the recommendations that were made in terms of the Lubisi report and also the report pertaining to the GPW. The DG will be taking us through all those recommendations and the actions that we have taken till this far, and then I will come in terms of responding to the issues, just to save a bit of time. Thank you very much, Chair. Can we hand over to the DG to then take us through in the presentation?
Thank you, Deputy Minister. Director General.
Good morning, Deputy Minister. Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members. And I hope you had a good rest. I'm joined as well by, apologies for that, by the CFO who's having connectivity issues in his office. But just by way of introduction, Chairperson, the committee will recall that the Minister of Home Affairs had established a ministerial committee to review the issuance of permits, in particular permanent residence permits, corporate visas, business visas, critical skill visas, study visas, retired persons visas, and of course, naturalization or citizenship by naturalization for the period 12 October 2004 until 31st December 2020. Now, of course, the purpose was then to review and establish whether the issuance of these permits were done in accordance with the legislative prescripts, including the relevant regulations. Now, one of the recommendations emanating from the committee review was that the minister needs to appoint an independent multidisciplinary investigation team to investigate all aspects of impropriety identified in the review report and to take appropriate action where necessary. Chairperson, we did appoint that multidisciplinary task team, and I therefore want to introduce them because they will be leading the presentation. They are led by Mr. Peter Bishop, and in the delegation, there's Warwick Mayer, responsible for facts. This is the data analytics team. And then there's Advocate Francisca Shai and also Mr. Mkoli Semiambo, also from the Swart Miambo Tlatla attorneys. and then Crystal Bartlett from CAJV, and also Rose Bishop as well. So I'd like Chairperson to invite Mr. Bishop to lead us in the presentation. Thank you, Chairperson.
Okay, thank you, DG. Can you please share the presentation on the screen?
Right, thank you, Chairperson. Muzi, are you able to flag the presentation?